Let's install Google Chrome, VS Studio, .NET SDKs, and Node.js on Ubuntu 20.04. These basically are my development setup for my Ubuntu system. Okay, let's start first with Google Chrome. For that, let's go to my browser currently, which is Firefox, and let's search for Google Chrome. I think the first link should be good enough. Download Google. Since I'm running Ubuntu, I'll go with the DEB extension, and I'll just say install it, and I will save it. So at this time, what has happened is the download for Google Chrome is completed. Now this is a DBD file, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it using my terminal. I've just shortened the name a bit for it, just so that I can work with it easily. So all I have to do is use the command sudo apt install, and the path for the DBD file. In this case, it prompts me for my password. Going to extract the content, download few dependency that Google Chrome requires, and going to start installing Google Chrome till it completes the installation for Google Chrome. Yeah, that's about it. So if we go and see, Google Chrome should be installed. Yeah, we'll make it the default browser for my system. Yeah, that's about it. Google Chrome up. And what I can do now is add Google Chrome to my favorites. And I'll move it on top here. Now, since Google Chrome is installed, what I can do is I can go ahead and start the installation for VS Code. Now, again, I'm on the VS Code website. I'm going to download the file, and it's going to take some seconds to download the file over here. Once the file is downloaded, I'm going to say keep, and I'm going to go back to the downloads folder, actually, just so that the rename is not really required, but this is just a habit that I have sort of picked up. So I can type sudo apt install in code, and basically this is going to add a repository location so that VS Code can be updated and do the installation for VS Code. So it's going to take a few seconds again to run through the installation for VS Code. Okay, now that VS Code installation is completed, what we can do is we can check it again, and I can see VS Code here. I'll add it to favorites again. I can mark this as my favorites, and I can drag it on top in the location that I need. Okay, now we have two things done, that is Google Chrome is installed and VS Code also is installed. The next is let's install the .NET SDKs. Again, let's go to Chrome and let's type .NET SDK Ubuntu installation, and it should be the first link. It's probably, yeah, this looks to be pretty much the link. Yeah, I am running on Ubuntu 20.04, so I need these commands right here. So what I'm going to do is I normally like installing all three versions of .NET SDK, that is 2.1, 3.1, and 5.0, just in case I need any of those when I'm doing my development. So what we need to do is we need to follow the steps over here. There are two batches of commands, the first set and the second set. And what we need to do is we just need to change the 0.5 to 3.1 and 2.1 respectively. So what I'm going to do is copy the first set of commands and paste it in. Basically, what it's going to do is at this point it's just going to get the DBN for the package for the Microsoft products, and here it's just done a sudo dump of that package. And currently I need to copy the commands to actually uh, install apt transmit http and also .NET SDK. So this is going to take some time because it basically first is going to install the apt transport http, then it's going to check for updates, and then it's going to actually start the installation for .NET 5. This will take a minute or two. Okay, looks like the installation is completed. If I open another terminal window over here and type in the command .NET SDKs, if I can spell it out properly, or if I can type it out properly here, and I believe there are two hyphens in front over here also. So yep, it has installed 5.0 version. All right, then in that case, what we need to do now is just copy this command again. There's my terminal. Okay, I closed my terminal. Open the terminal up again. Copy paste this over here, and I can just say 3.1, and it's going to prompt me for the password again. Download and installation for 3.1 .NET SDK. Again, this is going to take a minute or two to complete. Yeah, it looks like it's done. So we can repeat the step again. That is paste the command and just replace the 5.0 with 2.1, which is going to again fetch the SDK and install it. Looks like the .NET SDK for 2.1 is also completed. This is just configuring, is taking some time. We can check it out anyways by running the command .NET SDKs. Yep, all three seem to be present. And now the only thing remaining is installing Node.js. Now for Node.js, you can run the command sudo apt install Node.js, but or Node. I'm not really sure about the word over here, but what this thing does is it pulls down the Node.js package from actually the Ubuntu package server. And the version over there is, I believe, not the latest version or not the latest LTS version that is present, that is shown at least on the Node.js side. So for that, what I like doing is actually the latest LTS version is 14.15.1. So what I like doing for that is I like going to the Node.js repository for Linux. Basically, this is the way that we add a repository for Node.js packages for Linux and then get it done. So it's inside their GitHub distributions. And if we go down here, we can see Debian and Ubuntu based distributions. We can go to the first link over there, and this is the LTS. So for Ubuntu and for Debian, what we can do is we can copy this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my downloads folder just so that all my software is there in that folder itself. And okay, it's thrown an error because I don't have curl installed. So what I'll do is first I'll use sudo apt install and install curl. So it's a prerequisite to actually run the curl command over there. Once curl is installed, we'll be able to run the other two commands shown in GitHub. Yeah, now curl is installed. Now I can hit the two commands. Then the second command that I entered that says sudo apt get install node.js is going to be executed. And this command basically just brings down and installs Node for me at this point. So again, this is going to take a minute or two to install. This is completed, so we can close this tab. Okay, looks like Node.js has also completed installation. So what we can do is I can open another tab and I can just say node version. And it looks like I'm running on the proper LTS version that I want in npm version. So with this, I have installed everything that is required for my local development